Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. Trust, it's just been 2 months into 2024, and as of now, things are warming up like insane. It resembles the time of broadcasting out all the grimy clothing and considering people responsible, and let you know, no one's getting off simple. And have you seen how the club Shay webcast feels like the most sultry spot around for circulating out complaints since that remarkable Cat Williams interview? It's like everybody's been tingling to give everything away, and you realize MoNique isn't one to pass up the activity. She's been yelling from the housetops for a really long time about the treachery she's confronted. However, it resembles her message, never fully hit the nail on the head yet presently with Club Shay getting momentum and everybody enthusiastically looking for some succulent tattle. She's jumping all over the chance to share her story by and by. And kid, did she convey MoNique Bird straight into all the show from her vocation from Tyler Perry tossing around the troublesome nap. Me, since she wouldn't do additional advancement for her Oscar-winning role and valuable to her problem with DL Hui, she investigated every possibility except clutch your caps, since here's where it gets truly fascinating. MoNique dropped a stunner about how Lee Daniels evidently had an impact on helping Oprah Winfrey harm her vocation. Might you at any point accept it? MoNique's been pointing fingers at this triplet. Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, and Tyler Perry were behind her industry boycotting for a really long time, and presently she's spilling much more stunning subtleties. We never saw coming word on the road. Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey are breaking out in a cold sweat considering what MoNique could uncover straight away, and sincerely, could you at any point fault them? We've all perceived how rapidly drop culture can come for celebrities, and in the event that MoNique has the receipts, they may very well wind up on the slashing block, so we should unload this piece. How precisely did Lee Daniels supposedly help us disrupt MoNique's vocation? Get your popcorn, people, because we're going to plunge profoundly into the show now that MoNique has been on this campaign getting down on Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey for what she sees as them screwing with her profession. It's been fermenting for years, yet as of late, she dropped some serious tea on Club Shay. Currently, it's sort of unexpected in light of the fact that MoNique gets going by giving her a few props. She sees Oprah as this stalwart figure who broke obstructions for people of color in the business. Somebody who won't hesitate to talk truth to control yet. And here's where it gets fascinating. MoNique has some seriousness with Oprah, going way back to when she turned down doing worldwide press for valuable yet clutching your seats, since MoNique drops a sensation about how Oprah reportedly grabbed up jobs that were intended for her. Like recollecting the head servant, definitely it should be hers, or so she says. Lee Daniels obviously offered it to her yet when Oprah communicated interest. Well, you can think about who wound up with the part, and it doesn't stop there. Lee Daniels had this biopic in progress about Richard earlier and thought about who he needed to play the grandma. MoNique, yet an amazing miracle, Oprah dips in and claims the job for herself. Currently, MoNique's not saying Oprah deliberately took these parts, yet she's certainly causing a commotion about the entire circumstance she resembles. Hello. We should plunk down and discuss this on the grounds that from where she's standing, it's all looking a bit suspicious. We should rewind a piece to the MoNique and Oprah confrontation. This show began way back in 2009 when MoNique featured Invaluable, a film delivered by Oprah and Tyler Perry and coordinated by Lee Daniels. The genuine started off when Oprah and Tyler concluded MoNique ought to raise a ruckus around town circuit for the film with next to no check. MoNique wasn't having it and straight up said nah, not in that frame of mind as per MoNique. She just got a measly $50K for the entire film, which was scarcely enough. Now they believed that she should stream all over the planet, advancing the film free of charge, not on MoNique's watch, but rather Oprah and Tyler didn't take her refusal well by any means. Perry began destroying her standing in the business, turning a story about her being hard to work with. MoNique spilled the tea, saying Tyler Perry told her you might need to consider advancing this film since, in such a case that you get named for an Oscar, your next film is worth $8 to $5 million, and assuming you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. MoNique resembled hold up. I'm a person of color. Where are they paying those pay rates, sibling? She directly told Tyler, I can't work for nothing. I've done what I should do. I can't go abroad and do this with the expectation of complimentary. The to and fro went on with Tyler, saying he doesn't have faith in offering cash free of charge, and MoNique terminating back. I don't put stock in working for nothing. so we're in total agreement. It's an exemplary instance of conflict and values, and MoNique wasn't withdrawing when he happened to spill his spill. You realize, I said, well, listen, you can think of me as the check for me to go abroad. It doesn't matter at all to me where the cash comes from. Yet I won't do it with the expectation of a complimentary she likewise guaranteed. Tyler Perry purportedly went above and beyond to play with her acting gigs, but as per MoNique, everything went down after she turned down a solicitation to travel to France for the Cannes Film Celebration attached to advancing the film. It is valuable, so check it. The film studio at first requested that she fly off to France. However, MoNique, with her bustling timetable as a moderator, jokester, and family lady, consciously declined. They attempted to add to the arrangement by proposing to update her lodging. However, she and her significant other stayed consistent, saying, "No, we will invest this energy with our family." She said, "Oprah, I'm doing a television show. I'm doing a satire visit. I have a spouse, and I have children. I have a smidgen of personal time also. I will exploit it, so I'm not going anyplace because I'm not committed to go anyplace. I've done my part, so we commonly settled on a truce that was all there was to it before I know it. I'm thought of as troublesome and difficult to work with when the third call came, and they asked what's it will take to get MoNique to France. Her significant other straight up asked, is there a number related with it? That is the point at which they dropped the bomb that they could never pay for anybody to do advancements for. A film MoNique uncovered she was paid a simple $50,000 for valuables. And there wasn't really any need to focus on the cash she joined to do it with her companion. The questioner Dove, in recommending she wanted the cash to take care of her family and cover bills, and MoNique answered, I feel that is what America says. And we as a whole say I can't do it with the expectation of complimentary. She made sense of the fact that when the film studio would not pay for her Cannes appearance, they didn't raise a ruckus. However, at that point, the report began flying, painting MoNique as requesting and troublesome. The situation was reduced to a straightforward solicitation that they comprehended couldn't be met. However, unexpectedly, MoNique ended up being marked. And that is where the show kicked in light of the fact that what individuals didn't know was that I was paid $50,000 to do the film valuable, and it truly wasn't about the cash. And I'm not grumbling since I joined to do it with my companion. We can't set a priority and pay you to do this. We didn't disapprove of them. Okay, yet that is the point at which the reports came, that now MoNique is being requested and she's being troublesome. MoNique doesn't stop there. She spilled some more tea during her Apollo set, saying that the term dark uncovered isn't exactly squarely in that frame of mind as would be natural for her. She expressed out loud whatever was associated with that person of color. So, no, I was not renounced. I was whiteballed by some dark Ds who have no balls. Thank you, Miss Winfrey. She proceeded to see, and I realized they like to say MoNique. You talk also. Mother effing a lot of it would kill me not to say the genuine shit. You are not paying me similarly. You are not treating me reasonably, so you can my D on the off chance that I had one media story fire springing up. Painting MoNique as hard to work with out of nowhere, nobody needed to project her regardless of her triumphant and Oscar for her job invaluable in vision, seeing all your diligent effort go down the channel. MoNique began drawing an obvious conclusion, acknowledging somebody was on a mission to get her in a new talk with the Hollywood correspondent. She let the cat out of the bag that valuable Chief Lee Daniels conceded. She got repudiated for not playing the game. MoNique even called out Oppo and Tyler Perry, requesting an expression of remorse that, to the extent that we know, is still MIA. However, the show doesn't end there. A year after the film was delivered, Oppo welcomed individuals from MoNique's alienated family onto her syndicated program against MoNique's desires. Here's the history. MoNique's sibling AED her when she was 7 to 11, and she had been open about it in a 2008 meeting with Pith. MoNique trusted in OPR about her stressed relationship with her folks. Because of the and appeared to be seeing presently MoNique's, not excited about it, no doubt Oprah evidently surrendered her, a heads that Maine her sibling would have been on the show, however shock her mother winds up showing up as well, and how about we simply say it worked up some serious show in MoNique's own life. Individuals began coming dependent upon her in the store, tossing shade at her mother MoNique's fast toss-in. A humor to facilitate the pressure jokes that while the women in the store weren't precisely lying about her mother, she actually felt the sting. She clarifies that if Oprah had quite recently surrendered her a heads about welcoming her mother on, she would have closed it down genuine fast. MoNique was bushwhacked, seeing plugs highlighting her family, and she had backpedaled on her promise, professing to be caring. MoNique requested a statement of regret, yet he offered nothing. No confidentiality, no open acknowledgement, nothing, so you can envision the hurt and disloyalty. MoNique's inclination about the entire circumstance resembles a punch to the stomach, and she's not keeping down and considering it what it is to sell out yet. MoNique wasn't finished dropping bombs. Presently, she went, "Subscribe She Spice for more videos."